Good evening, fuckers, and welcome to the Wasteland. It's Tacoma15 here, and I have another video for you today. And it's really just a theory video, and it's kind of weird that I'm starting to kind of come to this conclusion, weeks and weeks after this map has been out. And it's something I've been kind of thinking, but now that I really think it over, I have an idea about it. Now, Mob of the Dead, we've kind of come to the conclusion as a community, has no connection to the storyline. It's a completely isolated, story to the rest of the regular zombie storyline, and I accepted that like most people did. And I'm not saying with this theory that somehow it's super connected, but I do have a theory that connects it back to the main storyline. So my theory is that since we are our characters are dead, since they've been eaten by zombies and everything, my theory is that they are inside the MPD from Moon. And I have a couple pieces of evidence for this, but it would make enough sense that the MPD is where souls are collected, and I don't know why they were sent to the MPD, exactly, but for some reason that would just make sense to me. Like, all these souls get collected, if you remember the Moon Easter egg, inside the MPD, and maybe this is something that's going on inside here. Now, there's a couple things. For one, we hear there's a certain Easter egg where if you die before you do anything, if you just stay in your first afterlife you get upon spawn, you will die and you will hear the Moon Easter egg music. I'll play that for you right now. Alright, now what this says to me is notice you're floating off towards the sky. And as we know, the MPD is where Moon is. The MPD is, on Griffin Station. And it's that pyramid thing, that Samantha comes out of. That's the MPD. So, my theory now is that, this may be inside the MPD, and since they're in a purgatory type thing where everything keeps looping, maybe when they die, they keep going, floating up to the MPD, or something along that line. The next thing, that kind of confuses me is that the announcer, who calls out all the drops and everything, is Samantha's voice. And, we kind of brushed that off also, like, well, they just used it again for the hell of it. But notice that when you play Grief Mode, there is a different voice. There is a deep, like, demon voice almost that calls out the drops. And this is Samantha's voice on the regular map. And, it just seems like Treyarch would not do that. Like, if it was, had nothing to do with the storyline. Now, as we know, Samantha controls all the zombies from the MPD. So, maybe she is controlling these zombies. That would make enough sense. It just doesn't seem like they would make this whole new voice for like, Grief Mode, and then use Samantha's voice if there wasn't a reason for it. The third thing is that, occasionally, if you used a ray gun particularly, Weasel, Al Arlington in the map, he will say, Nikolai, Nikolai, why do I keep hearing that voice? I'll play that clip for you right now.
Nikolai, 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 Nikolai. Why do I keep hearing that name?
So, you hear that, and I got thinking about this. If they're all inside the MPD, let's say, like, we don't know that, but we know that our original characters are on the Moon, the same place the MPD is. Maybe somehow Nikolai is, in the MPD. That could be a complete possibility. And people are saying, calling to Nikolai or whatever, or something like that, and Weasel keeps, since they're both in the MPD, can hear Nikolai's name being called. And I know that's a stretch, and I'm not the kind of person who tries to overanalyze things, but just all these little clues that I look at kind of would, point to it. I for the longest time thought, it has no connection whatsoever, but it seems a little weird they'd make a map with no connection. And I feel that they just made this, very cryptic to throw us off. Like, oh, I had nothing to do with the storyline. And the next map pack, they're going to tie it in, and just throw us off. I mean, it would be genius if they could do that. So I want to know what you guys think. Is my theory stupid? Am I just, connecting dots that really aren't there? Or do you think I'm onto something? Do you think that this is going to eventually grow into something? Are these characters actually going to mean something after it's all said and done? I don't know. But thanks for watching, and peace.